Hello there everybody and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are playing Pokemon X and Y. Yeah, this is pre-Pokemon PreORAS OU and it's a battle against Guts91, so yeah, this is what we have. Greninja is allowed, it wasn't banned yet. Apparently the Oxys is also in OU, don't ask me how. But there you have it. I even forgot that thing was OU at some point. I only remember him being OU in Gen 5, and I remember the Oxys defense being OU at some point in X and Y too. So I have a Scarf Landorus, Specs Sylveon, Mega Ampharos, because that was the Mega that I wanted to use, Rotom, physically defensive with the Resto Chesto set, that was my favorite Rotom set. And yeah, Aegislash, before it got banned. Aegislash is epic win, so he's leading with his Ferrothorn. I know this thing is not gonna kill, but I wanted to damage this thing because it's annoying, so I went for that big superpower, turn 1, drop my attack and defense, take Iron Barbs, and there was nothing that I could have done to prevent the Stealth Rocks. Unfortunate. I don't have something that can set up hazards this game, which is insane, honestly, because this thing is just Scarfed, and there you have it. So I will switch out, I just have to switch out, and I'm gonna send in my Crobat, my choice banded Crobat. So yeah, then he's gonna switch out, he goes into his Deoxys. I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna try to set up hazards and probably not gonna attack me, but he does. I should not have over-predicted. That was a terrible play on my part, but it is what it is. We're just gonna end up losing our Crobat. Just like that. Just like that. So it's time to send an Ampharos! All shiny and all, and it's ready. You know what's happening. I haven't seen the Mega of this guy in so long. It's about to happen. He will switch out and he's gonna send in his Diggersby, predicting the electric type attack. But no, I went for Dragon Pulse, because it's stab. After going Mega, Beyond Evolution, Mega Evolution. There's the Mega Ampharos, and there's that stab. Yeah, it's we have a huge special attack stat, Dragon Pulse, and the Diggersby is not gonna like that. It's just not gonna like that. So we're just gonna switch out because now, we lose some speed after we Mega Evolve, but we have the answer. We have the answer. We have our little Rotom, which has the Levitate ability and can deal with Diggersby for days. So I'll actually predict the switch here. And I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. It was kind of, yeah, obvious, because he seems to be choiced. And I would assume that he's actually choice banded, because choice banded Diggersby is the truth. Yeah. So I will switch out into Ampharos against this Ferrothorn. I feel like I kinda misplayed this a little bit, because Ampharos doesn't deal well with Ferrothorn, because I don't have Focus Blast on this set. I actually had Focus Blast on this set, and I removed it, which is, yeah, now I regret it big time, because I'm against a Ferrothorn. But while playing the game, I was feeling quite confident for some reason. I was like, okay, let's set up an agility, destroy the Ferrothorn, and do a lot of damage. I was feeling super confident. I have no idea why. I'm facing off against one of the most annoying Pokemon in the history of our sports. I'm facing off against a mistake. This thing is a mistake from Game Freak. This is horrible, and if you like Ferrothorn, me and you can never be friends. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. But Bliss is love. Bliss is the cuteness. But this thing is just, and look at that face. How can you like that? How can you like that? But anyways, he Leech Seeded me, and I'm like, oh, no thanks. I have to switch out. I don't wanna. No thanks. Just no thanks. Alright, just no thanks. You have this thing and you have Toxapex from Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's like, But anyways, that was my honest reaction to this Pokemon. So I will go back into Landorus because I really didn't know what to do. But he goes for Gyro Ball, and since I'm fast and Scarf, that's gonna do so much damage. And I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna wanna save this Ferrothorn. So I'm gonna predict the Talonflame to come in, predicting my Earthquake. But that didn't happen. That was the wrong prediction. And this is what we call a bad over-prediction. So another Gyro Ball will finish off the Landorus, and things are looking bad. Things are looking bad. We have to turn the tables. Do you guys believe? Let's try our best. That's what we're gonna do. In comes Sylveon, our choice spec Sylveon, and I know for a fact, that I do have Hidden Power Fire on this one. So, yeah. Thank you, Sylveon. You helped the world. You made the world a better place by taking down that stupid thing. Alright, so in comes Talonflame. The broken Talonflame with the priority Brave Bird. So I was like, okay, Ampharos, I'm sorry, we kinda misplayed you. We just have to sack you, because, yeah, we needed something to take the epic Brave Bird, and I wanna keep my Rotom healthy, because I'd rather take one Brave Bird than two, and it was a crit, which totally didn't matter, because this is a Talonflame and that's a Brave Bird. So, yeah. Rotom! There's the Rotom, and he's definitely switching out, and him going into Diggersby didn't cross my mind. And that means he's gonna just be immune to my Volt Switch, and that means I'm gonna take some massive damage from this return. Luckily he does have return and not Double Edge, because I remember I used to run Double Edge in some of my sets. And because of that, luckily I'm gonna be able to survive one and finish him off with the Hydro Pump, and now in comes his Talonflame again, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna deal with this? He goes for Tailwind? He goes for Tailwind? I'm gonna Hydro Pump, are you serious? No, I did not Hydro Pump, I used Rest, that was the correct play, because as I mentioned earlier, I do have the Chesto Berry. This is my favorite Rotom set ever in Generation 6. He stayed in and Tailwind, which confirms me that his choice, but I missed Hydro Pump, and that was so cringe. That was so cringe, I could have killed him. I could have killed one of the biggest threats on his team to mine, but I missed. Anyways, he will switch out. Maybe I should have predicted this and went for a Volt Switch, but yeah, he will be able to take my Hydro Pump. Then he goes for the Dark Pulse. Protein will change his type into the Dark typing. And yeah, luckily I didn't flinch from that. And then I'm gonna Volt Switch away, because I still need my Rotom. And I will send in my Sylveon. I'm gonna send in my Sylveon. And luckily in the pre-ORAS metagame, Greninja doesn't pack the Gunk Shot. So Fairy types deal with him pretty well at some extent. So there's the Hydro Pump, which does a decent amount, because we are specs, an offensive set, and there's the Hyper Voice, which will finish him off. And yeah, do I say it again? I just said that last battle. That's the teenager's favorite Pokemon going down. Okay, anyways. So he U-turned and we survived. He thought he could have finished me off, but Sylveon does have that bulk and we resist Bug. That was insane. That means something else will take the Hyper Voice, the Specs Hyper Voice, which is gonna be Deoxys. I'm assuming he has a Focus Sash, but he doesn't, which means this thing is just out of the way. Sylveon, let's go. Deoxys, al carrer. And now he's finally gonna go for U-turn, and I was really low in health, so it's finally gonna finish me off at this point. And we're gonna have the switch advantage because, well, he used the U-turn, and in comes Pinsir. He has Mega Pinsir. This thing was a huge threat, so you have no idea how overpowered this thing was. He will not Mega Evolve, he will go for Sword Dance first, and I will go for Will-O-Wisp, and I'm like, thank you for not missing this time, because if you missed there, it would have been GG, you know, because Pinsir is insane. Luckily, we did manage to burn him, and he's about to Mega Evolve! Beyond Evolution! Mega Evolution! There's the Mega Pinsir. He has the Aerialate ability, which turns his normal type attacks into into Flying, which means Rotom resists them, and we survived! There's the Hydro Pump, and we're gonna get that big damage into him. We have him burned. Rotom, you missed that Hydro Pump against Talonflame, but you did your thing. Good job, Rotom. Good job. So, there you have it. And now, we only have one Pokemon left, which is our Aegislash against his Pinsir and his Talonflame. This Aegislash was banned in ORAS. and you're about to witness why. So anyways, Aegislash will go into his attack form, will go for the Shadow Sneak, and it's a one-on-one situation now. Pinsir is gonna drop, and it's a one-on-one situation. Talonflame with his super effective Flare Blitz against our Aegislash. I know his choice, I know he's gonna attack me, so I have to go for the King Shield, and that means he's gonna get his attack lowered harshly, -2. He's at -2, and we are in the defensive state, so that means we're gonna be able to take it. We do, and that's gonna activate our weakness policy, and we are about to go for that big +2 Shadow Ball, and let's see what is it gonna happen. What's gonna happen? There's that Shadow Ball, and the Talonflame will drop, and it's a 1-0 win for me. We somehow turned the tables. This was intense. What an intense game. GG Guts. This was one of the best battles we've ever had, and it was on Pokemon X and Y. That was insane. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Again, keep it in mind, 2025, we bring in all the generations. Have a wonderful day, and allons-y.